Time now for Speakeasy with Jerry Elsey.
For the next 2 weeks, we're going to be highlighting several events that will take place during the historic Selma Pilgrimage and Antique Show that will be held the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month. Did I get those dates right?
Right.
Okay, I've said them enough and seen them on the posters enough I ought to know. It's a wonderful time of the year, and it's always real popular here in Selma. A lot of people from all over the state come in, and we have a lot going on. Today, we're going to be talking to Donna Davis and Marilyn Mara about the country store. We're going to be talking to Angie Tinsley later about the evening of entertainment. And then later on in the show, Herndon Grice and Evelyn Youngblood will be here to talk about the art exhibit. Then next Wednesday, we're going to talk about 3 more events that will take place. All right, girls, just tell me, Donna, you start off telling me about the country store and about the item you have in your lap.
Okay, we're having craftsmen from all over Alabama come by invitation to the country store. One lady that's coming makes these dolls. They're completely handmade. The faces are embroidered. We also have a lady that's coming who makes ceramics, and this is just an example, ceramic Easter eggs that she makes.
I can't believe, you know, I thought these were Easter eggs.
They're not real eggs, no, they're ceramic.
Those are precious. Look at this. David's taking a shot of this little chicken, okay?
We also have smockers coming, a lady who tats, a lady that crochets, a man that harnesses miniature horses. They're exact replicas of the way they are actually harnessed. He will be bringing some harnessed horses for sale. All of our craftsmen will be bringing things for sale, and they will be demonstrating their art as they sit at White Forest Cottage with us. We have a lady that's coming who will be making silk flowers, and these are some daffodils that she has made for me. She will actually be making some flowers while she sits with us. We have wooden toys. A lady's coming from Hope Hall who makes china dolls, the heads and hands. And then another lady will be bringing some other fine china with her.
All right, the country store then is made up of arts and crafts, things that people make themselves.
Right.
Marilyn, tell me where the White Forest Cottage is.
Right next to Sturtevant.
And will it be open the whole time?
We'll be open from 10 to 5 Friday and Saturday, and then from 1:30 to 5 on Sunday. We're trying to keep the theme, you know, the old country store. We're having our baked goods, our canned goods, and this year we're trying something a little bit different, Jerry. We're trying to bring in a little entertainment. So we're trying to get some guitar players, some banjo players. We've even talked to a group that may be doing some square dancing for us. Mr. Revel has offered to come up and play checkers on the front porch for us. And anybody that wants to come up and play checkers or dominoes, we're going to have tables set up and have storytelling for the children so that the parents can come in and shop with us. And just, we're really looking forward to a big weekend at the country store.
You know, many of the events, I will say, are free. This is one of those, right?
Right.
You do not have to have a ticket. Or do you have to show the ticket that you bought?
No, you just come in and browse and watch the craftsmen at work. That's the main thing. We wanted to bring in these craftsmen so the people could see some of the old crafts that you don't see just anybody doing every day. And I think we're also going to have, we're trying to get a basket weaver to come in.
We have one coming on Friday and possibly another one on Saturday.
Which is a lost art, just about. And like Donna said, everything that the craftsmen will be working on will be for sale. And then we will have some handicrafts from people around Selma that, you know, have volunteered to put some things in for sale also.
Well, you know, talking about the different items that you're going to have for sale, the little wooden toys, in any antique shop anywhere nowadays, you see the wooden toys. They are back, all the nostalgic type things.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know how we managed years ago, 10 years ago, when there wasn't this revival of arts and crafts. And now here you have to have a country store to just take care of it all.
Right.
Well, is there anything special that we have not mentioned? We've talked about the food and the entertainment, and no tickets, and just get out on Mabry Street. Go. Well, you know, you could go by Sturtevant
And then
That's
we'll
right.
right next door just stop by and visit with us.
Just
Okay.
come in and browse, and you know, if there's any singing going on, we want people to participate in the country store. This is something that we want everyone to come and feel a part of.
Well, I know they're going to. It sounds like a wonderful event, and we're looking forward to it. All they have to, it's right, remember, it's right next door to Sturtevant Hall on Mabry Street.
Right.
Right.
And it's called a White Forest Cottage. You can't miss it. It's, let's see, to the left. And so, after this break, we're going to be talking to Angie Tinsley about the Saturday night of entertainment. Be right back. The 28th, 29th, and 30th of March, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to be having the historic Selma Pilgrimage and Antique Sale. We've got several special events that will go on at that time. Right now, we're going to talk about the evening of entertainment, and Angie Tinsley is here with us to tell us about it. Angie, this is something new.
Yes, Jerry, it is. Andrea Cross called Howard and me and asked if we would be willing to take on the task of having Saturday night entertainment on Water Avenue. And we talked about it and found that we were going to really have a good time doing it. Being that I'm in the Red Cross, my first thought was accidents. We're not going to have any accidents or bad weather. But the rescue squad is willing to set up. The fire department is going to let us display the fire truck, antique fire truck, and Mr. Richard Gibeon is going to let us display 2 of his antique cars. Sandra Howard has volunteered her time to be a clown and run up and down Water Avenue, giving out balloons donated by people's bank to little kiddies. You know, this is going to be a night for family. This will be a family-type night. Jimmy Bedgood and Ron Dowling are getting together a band that will play from approximately 5:30 to 7:30, and it's the Lower Society of Upper Water Avenue, which we're all familiar with. Carol and Dale Hutchinson, which is really going to be an interesting thing, will display their Indian relic collection and maps. So we're excited about that. American Candy has donated 50 pounds of old-fashioned candy to be, you know, on hand the night that Saturday
My
evening.
goodness, 50 pounds of candy.
That's sweet. Mr. Bill Rebel will be doing character tours, and we'll have him set up on the corner of the crossing so he'll have enough light. That's going to be fun. Dr. Tom Zakos has said that he will do charcoal portraits, and Mr. Jim Turpin will be doing charcoaling of historical buildings. Say you want Sturtevant Hall, he'll sketch it out.
You know what I see as you're telling me all of this is New Orleans.
Yes,
You
well,
know.
this is basically what we're copying.
Right. Well, I don't mean copying, but this has the atmosphere, and that is
Well, that's
always
what
so much fun.
I think it'd be fun because I think the children are going to enjoy it. The Times Journal, well, on Thursday before the pilgrimage, the tabloid will come out on the pilgrimage. Well, the Times Journal is going to print additional copies for us to sell Saturday night, and we will have 2 town criers selling the pilgrimage tab. Nikki Marty and 3 of her tap dancing students will dance up and down Water Avenue, hopefully accompanied by a banjo, harmonica, or an accordion. That should be interesting. We plan to have ice cream cart and hot dog stands and soft drinks and so on and so forth, so that people can, you know, am I taking up too much time?
No, it's just great. I'm just thinking, it was running through my mind, how did she plan all this? Because
Well,
it's so good.
it was not original, I'll say that. We plan to have flower carts, live and dried arrangements. We hope the florists will want to sell for their business. Of course, the antique store and the mini mall and sandwich shop, and will be open along Water Avenue for that night. We're going to rope off a part of Water Avenue for safety reasons. We felt that was necessary, and Captain Green has agreed to that. WHPB and WMRK will possibly be on the spot to do live coverage of our tourists, and they will get tourists instead of just us, you know. A photographer is donating his time to cover all the pilgrimage events from Friday through Sunday. And of course, it's my son, but he's going to, that's what he's going to do. One exciting thing, I talked to Dr. Theodore Bundenthal, I should say Howard did, last night, and he is head of the Coast Guard Auxiliary. And he is hoping that several of the members of the Coast Guard will launch their boats with lights and cruise at idle speed from the bridge down Water Avenue, so those walking up and down the back part of the buildings, that little sidewalk from Lafayette Park, we'll be able to see the boats going on. Kitty Wyndham, of course, I know you're going to have her on, but they asked me to mention, will have her musical extravaganza at 7:30 in Lafayette Park. There will be extra police officers on duty for various reasons, and Chief Pugh is checking out the situation to see if at all possible we can have a fireworks display because of the road.
Goodness.
So we're really excited. More things may pop up. You never know, you know, just whatever. But we're having a real good time doing it. We really are.
I know you are, Angie, and I know y'all do a great job at this, and I wish you a lot of luck, and we want to ask everybody to come. Be right back after this message. Joining us now on the set is Herndon Grice and Evelyn Youngblood. Evelyn, it's always a pleasure to have you here, and Herndon, it's good to have you here today.
Well, thank you.
Now, we're going to be having an art exhibit. Have y'all planned which one wants to go first? You ready, Evelyn?
I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I think everyone knows that we, for the last several years, that we have had an art exhibit at the Morgan House. And this year, we have a few little changes that we want to bring out. We always have, you know, beautiful pictures, and some are just for display and some are for sale. But this year, the Morgan House itself will be on tour, as well as having the art show in it. There will be hostesses to tell people about the house also.
I see.
Beverly Moore
And
is
they've
in
done
charge of
so
this.
much to the house. They have, I rode on Tremont Street the other day, and it's just beautiful.
They are improving it. They've got a way to go, but still, it's an interesting place, and people, a lot of times visitors come in and ask us, and we are not up on this, so that we're going to have hostesses to do this.
All right, and this is another event, Herndon, isn't it, that does not have to have a ticket. You just can come in and buy
That's
it.
right. It's free, no admission, and to see the house and to see the art show. And some of the art will be on sale. And
Will any of it be judged, Herndon?
No,
You're not
won't.
having any kind of contest?
No,
It was
no
ribbon.
prizes, and anything that's sold, we'll take no commission. The Selma Art Guild is sponsoring the show, and we're just happy to have any of the area or regional artists to bring their work in. On Thursday, the day before the pilgrimage starts, will be March the 27th, anytime from 10 to 5. And we'll be
The
glad
27th from 10 to 5, if you want to display.
any paintings, photography, sculpture, pottery, any artwork we'll just be glad to have, and we will ask the artists if they have easels. We'd appreciate them bringing them, but we do have A-frames available, and we'll help them hang them. And
Herndon, can you imagine, I want to ask Evelyn this too, in the days when art was not so popular here in our community, can you imagine there was a lot of hidden talent, wasn't there?
well,
Quite a bit, quite a bit. And I think Selma can be so proud of
I do
the
too.
number of artists that
Right.
they have. A place
A number
this
of really
size,
talented people. You brought some things with you today that we want to look at. You want to start with the big
We
picture?
just have brought a few to show that we do.
Now let me just
give
tell
an
you a little
idea.
trick when it's on television. We have to bend it just a little bit at a glance. That's right, so he can take a look at it and there won't be a glare.
this is a watercolor of Rhea Smith's A Bluegrass Swamp. Can you
That
imagine?
is beautiful.
And it will be on display, and we hope we'll have a lot more just that beautiful. We brought some small...
You know, let me say one more thing. I have watched Herndon and Evelyn and Rhea and several other, Leka, several people grow as artists because y'all have been doing things now for the past 5 years at least.
Yes, long.
And I have, you just get better. That's all it is.
We hope so.
Okay.
We work at it.
All right, what do you have,
This is
Evelyn?
just a little small one that we just...
And like
About
they
to show
said,
we
some of
did
these things will be for sale,
this one out.
some of them just to look at. But if you do have a fancy for something and a gift maybe, or just start a collection, it's a wonderful way to
Come for
start.
fun to watch. And we have two other little things that are going to be different this year that we think should work out real good. and that is we're going to be open on Friday night this year. We've never been open at night before. So Friday, we'll be open all day long from 9 in the morning until 9 at night. This coincides with the candlelight tour of Studford Hall. And we feel like that they can just walk through the alley and take in both of these events. It will give time for, people get so busy touring the homes, they often don't have time to stop and take in the art show. So this will give people the time to do that.
Will you have somebody to direct and let them know which way to go? You know, like from
we usually try to
Studford.
put a sign up there, but it would be a good idea to have somebody over at Studford.
Yeah, I brought a few
do
more
that.
things that I want to look at.
All right. Well, this is in connection with the third change that we're going to have this year, and we're going to have in a one room up section to have a little gift shop, to have our small items. And these will go in the little gift shop.
And for
I
$3 or
thought people would-
$4, you can get a little gift like this. Isn't this sweet? This
There's
looks like
so many-
old Kennan's Mill,
So many drawings that the artists have done
Studford Hall.
of the historical houses and places that we can pick up these prints.
The Episcopal Church.
Church Street Methodist.
All right. You know, I didn't even.
And this-
That's my. Here, folks. This is my church. Isn't that pretty?
Then we have stationery.
Just going to have lots
A lot
of items.
little items, small pictures, and
Well, you know, since it is the
Some
end of the
framed
month,
and
you better
some
start
not.
saving your money now. Don't find yourself the 28th, 29th, and 30th with having spent all your money this month. Save a little bit.
we found that a lot of the visitors like to take small items home with them, just as little souvenirs of Selma. And
Right.
last year, the response was so good that we decided we'd have a separate little store this year.
Well, it sounds great, and I'm looking forward to it. We've been talking about a lot of exciting things today. Thank you very much.
Sounds like it's going to be a real exciting pilgrimage.
I believe so. Have a thought for the day. After giving what he considered an effective political speech, telling the audience what he thought it wanted to hear, and promising to fulfill the voters' demands, the politician looked out at the people and asked confident, "Now, are there any questions?" A voice came from the audience. "Yes. Who else is running?" I thought that was so cute in the midst of hearing all about elections and everything and politicians. So have a nice day. Bye now.